Now suppose we are doing reaction of copper with sulfuric acid. तो कैसा रहता है? See, H2SO4 breaks up into SO2 plus water plus nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen combines with metals, converts them into their corresponding oxides. Then these oxides, they further react with the acid. Generally the metal oxides are basic, so they react with the acid and convert into metal sulfates. ठीक है? So net reaction में क्या होगा? Metal oxide will not be the product because these metal oxides are combining with sulfuric acid. So the final product is a sulfate. So if you just cancel out, so what are the products? Copper plus H2SO4 gives copper sulfate plus SO2 plus water. Just do the balancing part, okay? So final product is not copper oxide because copper oxide further reacts with sulfuric acid. The final product is copper sulfate. So the net reaction will be this. Net reaction is copper sulfate plus SO2 plus water. ठीक है? So we have two H2SO4 molecules on the left hand side. So we can balance it. Two H2SO4 on the left side, one copper sulfate, one SO2 and two water on the right hand side. So you can balance the net reaction. Okay. Likewise, if instead of copper I take silver, so we will get corresponding silver sulfate. Mercury, so we get mercuric sulfate. ठीक है? So similar reaction with silver is observed. Silver plus H2SO4, you will get silver sulfate plus SO2 plus water. तो क्या ध्यान रखना है कि सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड किसमें रिड्यूस हो रहा है? From +6 state, it gets reduced to sulfur dioxide where it shows +4 state. ठीक है? So sulfur is getting reduced and silver is getting oxidized from 0 to +1. Similarly, mercury plus H2SO4, mercury will first get oxidized like copper into the corresponding oxide, then oxide reacts with sulfuric acid to produce corresponding sulfates. So mercuric sulfate. Okay. Then if you take potassium iodide and react it with H2SO4, so here the iodide gets oxidized. यहाँ पर हमारे पास क्या है? Iodide ion. I negative ion is there. So I negative gets oxidized to iodine. So we get iodine as the oxidation product. Sulfuric acid reduces to SO2 and water, and potassium ions will combine with the sulfate ions present. So one side product is potassium sulfate. Okay, so iodide ions get oxidized to iodine. Iodide gets oxidized to iodine and sulfuric acid reduces to SO2 and water, and one side product potassium sulfate is formed. Similarly, bromine is liberated from KBr. अगर Ki के जगह KBr लेंगे तो iodide gets oxidized to iodine, bromide ion will get oxidized to bromine. Similar reaction is shown by KBr. Okay. Now the last reaction. It reacts with carbonates and bicarbonates and produces carbon dioxide. Okay. So now the last. So oxidizing properties are done. Just remember, it acts as an oxidizing agent only, and it reduces into SO2. जब भी हम इसको यूज करें, इट इज यूज्ड इन द कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड फॉर्म. Whenever it is used as an oxidizing agent, it is always present in the concentrated form and it gets reduced to SO2. ठीक है, तो इसका एक ही रिडक्शन प्रोडक्ट है SO2. Now reaction with carbonates and bicarbonates. Sodium carbonate plus sulfuric acid, then sodium bicarbonate plus sulfuric acid. So again combination of ions. Sodium ion, ठीक है, sodium carbonate में क्या है, one is sodium ion, the other is carbonate ion, and in sodium bicarbonate we have sodium ion and bicarbonate. H2SO4 को ब्रेक करेंगे H पॉजिटिव एंड सल्फेट आयन में. ठीक है, तो देन जस्ट डू द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द ऑपोजिट आयंस. ओके, लेट्स सी. सोडियम एंड कार्बोनेट है. कार्बोनेट इज 2 नेगेटिव. So sodium will combine with sulfate here because carbonate will take up 2 hydrogens. So carbonate will combine with hydrogens, it will form carbonic acid, and sodium will combine with sulfate. So we get sodium sulfate and carbonic acid. Carbonate ions H positive के साथ क्या बनाएंगे, carbonic acid. But as I told you, carbonic acid is a weak acid. ठीक है, हमारे पास हाइड्रोजन आयंस जो है वो कार्बोनेट के साथ कंबाइन करेंगे तो H2CO3 बनेगा. अब ये जो H2CO3 होता है, दिस इज अ वीक एसिड एंड इट डिकम्पोजेस टू गिव CO2. So generally we don't write the answer as carbonic. Instead we will write CO2 plus water. Same way यहाँ पर बाइकार्बोनेट है और एक सोडियम है. So HCO3 will take up only one H positive from here. ठीक है, to form carbonic acid it will take up one H positive, so bisulfate will be left. So bicarbonate combines with H positive to form carbonic acid which decomposes to give CO2 and water. Sodium ions combine with hydrogen sulfate to form sodium hydrogen sulfate. So from carbonates and bicarbonates CO2 is evolved. So when sulfuric acid reacts with carbonates and bicarbonates, carbon dioxide is evolved in the process. ठीक है, now what are the important uses of sulfuric acid? Where is sulfuric acid used? So it is used in the manufacture of fertilizers such as ammonium sulfate and superphosphate of lime. ठीक है, तो सल्फेट्स के जो जहां पर भी जो अमोनियम वाले कंपाउंड्स होते हैं, पर्टिकुलरली अमोनियम सल्फेट इज वन इंपॉर्टेंट फर्टिलाइजर. देन इट इज यूज्ड इन द मैन्युफैक्चर ऑफ अदर एसिड्स. तो अभी हमने देखा नाइट्रिक एसिड, हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, है ना, मोर वॉलेटाइल एसिड्स वी कैन प्रिपेयर. देन some important chemicals can be prepared like metal sulfates, ethers, है ना, डिहाइड्रेटिंग जो हमने रिएक्शन की वहां से हमने ethers प्रिपेयर किया. We prepared metal sulfates. Then it is also used in the refining of petroleum, right? It is also used for tanning in leather industry, and it is used in batteries as an electrolyte. It is used in batteries. And it is used in cleaning metals before their electroplating, before galvanizing the metal. So that is called as pickling of the metal, right? And if you remember in organic chemistry we use सल्फोनेशन प्रोसेस. हमने अगर कोई ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड बनाना है जिसमें SO3H सल्फोनिक एसिड ग्रुप इंट्रोड्यूस करना है, सो जनरली वी यूज सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, है ना, or we may use oleum. So we use this for sulfonating various organic compounds and then also as a catalyst in many reactions. Then besides that जो अपना नाइट्रेटिंग मिक्सचर होता है जो हम नाइट्रेशन में यूज करते हैं, नाइट्रेशन ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स के लिए हम क्या यूज करते हैं? कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड HNO3 एंड कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड. A mixture of two is used for nitration of organic compounds. Okay, so there also it plays the role of a catalyst. So then in dehydrating so many organic compounds, so many other compounds. Okay, so these are some of the important uses. Now because of its large number of uses, it is called as king of chemicals. तो एक कंट्री का स्ट्रेंथ वहां से पता चलता है कि कितना वो एसिड प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, कितना सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड इज बीइंग प्रोड्यूस्ड, है ना? बिकॉज a lot of reactions uses sulfuric acid. There are so many reactions because it may be used as a catalyst. If not directly used, it is used as a catalyst in many reactions, right? So either as a catalyst or dehydrating agent, oxidizing agent, or to maintain acidic medium. बहुत सारे ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट्स के साथ हम यूज करते हैं, लाइक with potassium dichromate we use H2SO4 because potassium dichromate acts as an oxidizing agent in acidic medium, and the acid that we prefer is sulfuric acid, okay, because it does not interfere in the reaction. So either directly or indirectly it is used in many reactions. So this is a very important industrial chemical. So just go through the uses. Okay, now the next compound is sulfur dioxide. So अभी हमने देखा कि सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड कहाँ से बन रहा है. देखो H2SO4 जब रिड्यूस हो रहा है तो सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड बन रहा है, ठीक है. तो सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड के लिए हम ये भी याद रख सकते हैं, जितने भी हमने अभी रिएक्शंस पढ़ी कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड H2SO4 की with metals or maybe with the non-metals, wherever concentrated H2SO4 is acting as an oxidizing agent, उन सब reactions में SO2 product बन रहा है, ठीक है. So SO2 can be prepared from all these reactions where sulfuric acid is acting as an oxidizing agent. Sulfur dioxide. Now let's look at the structure first. So sulfur has 6 electrons. Out of those, it uses its 4 electrons for bonding with oxygen and 2 are left. Okay. So what kind of a structure SO2 has? ठीक है, इसको आप ऐसे भी बना सकते हो ऑक्टेट रूल के बेसिस पे. 1 2 you can show an arrow like a coordinate bond like this, ठीक है, or a coordinate bond this side and a double bond this side. So either we can show the structure like this, a double bond this side, coordinate bond this side on the basis of octet rule, or due to resonance both the bond lengths are similar. So sulfur can form double bond with both the oxygens. ठीक है, so both the bond lengths are similar in SO2 due to resonance. So यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया, I have taken a coordinate bond on the basis of octet rule. If you want to see the structure, it will be like this. There are 6 electrons around sulfur, so it shares 2 electrons with one of the oxygens. Octet is complete. So this double bond may be present either on this side or on this side. So resonance के basis पे both the bond lengths will be same. So what kind of a structure is this? It is an angular structure. ठीक है, bent on the basis of bond pairs we can call it as bent या V shape. और अगर हम इसको normal जो trigonal planar होता है उससे compare करें तो trigonal planar में central atom is surrounded by 3 atoms. The bond angles are 120 degree each, but due to the presence of one lone pair, this bond angle reduces. So in SO2 it is little less, it is close to 119.5 degrees. Why the bond angle reduces? Because of the लोन पेयर रिपल्शंस, तो लोन पेयर क्या करता है, बॉन्ड पेयर्स को क्लोज कर देगा ड्यू टू रिपल्शंस, सो द बॉन्ड एंगल गेट्स रिड्यूस्ड, सो द बॉन्ड एंगल इज क्लोज टू 119.5 degrees in SO2. So we can call it as bent, V shape or angular structure. Okay, now let's see the preparations. So अभी तक हमने बहुत जगह पे SO2 पढ़ लिया. So सल्फर को डायरेक्टली जब रोस्ट करते हैं, सल्फर ऑफ, ठीक है, डायरेक्टली बर्निंग सल्फर, then you know roasting of the sulfide ores. So what is roasting? Heating the sulfide ore in excess of oxygen, that is roasting. So directly burning sulfur or roasting of the sulfide ores, ठीक है, then heating sulfur with concentrated sulfuric acid. अभी हमने देखा रिएक्शंस, है ना, और हीटिंग कॉपर विद कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, सो हीटिंग ऑफ द मेटल्स जहां पर इसकी ऑक्सीडाइजिंग प्रॉपर्टी देखने को मिलती है, तो हमने सल्फर के साथ रिएक्शन किया, कॉपर के साथ, सो दीज आर ऑल ऑक्सीडाइजिंग रिएक्शंस. Then treating any sulfide containing compound with the acid. For example, sodium sulfide plus HCl. So any sulfide containing salt when treated with acid will also produce sulfur dioxide. ठीक है, रोस्टिंग प्रोसेस जो होता है, दिस इज जनरली, ये जो फर्स्ट टू है, रोस्टिंग एंड सल्फर का डायरेक्ट ऑक्सीडेशन, these are generally used in industries, है ना, so this is the industrial preparation. So directly burning the sulfur or roasting of the sulfide ores, they are generally used in industries for large scale preparation of SO2, and the other methods can be used in the lab. So these are the lab preparations. So identify the products. क्या बन जाएगा, सल्फर प्लस SO2, सल्फर प्लस O2, SO2 डायरेक्टली, ठीक है. सो रोस्टिंग ऑफ द सल्फाइड ओर, बेसिकली ऑक्सीजन आयरन के साथ भी रिएक्ट कर रहा है, सल्फर के साथ भी, तो आयरन ऑक्साइड एंड सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड. फिर अभी हमने रिएक्शन किया, सल्फर गेट्स ऑक्सीडाइज्ड टू SO2 and H2SO4 also gets reduced to SO2. Then in case of copper, we just saw copper first oxidizes to copper oxide, then it reacts with sulfuric acid and finally converts into copper sulfate, and H2SO4 gets reduced to SO2. The side product is water. Now in the last case, simple exchange of ions, sulfite ion is 2 negative, ठीक है, SO3 के ऊपर क्या चार्ज है, 2 नेगेटिव, हाइड्रोजन आयन इज 1 पॉजिटिव, सो जस्ट क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई, व्हाट डू यू गेट, you get H2SO3 sulfurous acid. Now remember, this sulfurous acid is a weak acid and it will decompose easily into SO2 and water. तो जहां पर भी कार्बोनिक एसिड या सल्फ्यूरस एसिड बन रहा है, the final product should be written as SO2 and water. So we get sodium chloride, SO2 and water as the product. So sulfide salts when treated with acid will produce SO2. Okay, now let's look at the properties of sulfur dioxide. So sulfur dioxide, it is a colorless gas with a pungent smell. Colorless gas and it has a pungent smell. It is highly soluble in water. So which gases are soluble in water? Either those gases which form hydrogen bonds or those gases which chemically react with water. Now SO2, it reacts with water to produce sulfurous acid. Okay? SO2 reacts with water to produce sulfurous acid. Now because it chemically reacts with water, it is highly soluble in water. This sulfurous acid is a weak acid. Sulfurous acid is a weak acid. So it decomposes to give SO2 and water. तो reaction is reversible. ये water के साथ sulfurous पर आ रहा है और sulfurous acid वापस water और SO2 में decompose हो जाता है. Now SO2 resembles carbon dioxide in reaction with alkali. अब देखो हम कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में एक रिएक्शन करते हैं लाइम वाटर टेस्ट वाला, ठीक है, वैसा ही सेम रिएक्शन SO2 भी शो करता है. Now what is that lime water test reaction? I'll write it here. CO2 reacts with calcium hydroxide, ठीक है, and it produces calcium carbonate which has a milky appearance. This calcium carbonate, when reacted with excess of CO2, converts into soluble calcium bicarbonate and the milkiness disappears. ठीक है, तो कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट का व्हाइट जो प्रेसिपिटेट बनता है उसकी वजह से मिल्कीनेस होता है. बट व्हेन दिस कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट कन्वर्ट्स इनटू बाइकार्बोनेट, देन बाइकार्बोनेट जो होता है दैट इज सॉल्युबल इन वाटर, सो दैट मिल्कीनेस डिसअपियर्स. राइट, सो दिस वी कॉल एज द लाइम वाटर टेस्ट. लाइम वाटर इज द aqueous solution of कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. और ये किसके लिए टेस्ट यूज होता है? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के लिए. लाइम वाटर टेस्ट फॉर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. The same test is shown by SO2. So SO2 gives the same reaction as CO2. So when SO2 is treated with an alkali, like suppose sodium hydroxide, it converts into sodium sulfide and water. So salt formation. Then when this sodium sulfide is treated with excess of SO2, it converts into sodium bisulfite, which is soluble. So this sodium sulfide gives milky appearance, and that milky appearance disappears when it is treated with excess of SO2. बस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की जगह सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड है. So in this particular reaction, it resembles the carbon dioxide. ठीक है. So in reaction with water and alkalis, its behavior is very much similar to carbon dioxide. क्योंकि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का जो वाटर के साथ एसिड बनता है कार्बोनिक एसिड, that is also weak, so that also decomposes back into CO2 and water. So in reaction with water and alkali, it resembles CO2. Next is this reaction with chlorine. So with chlorine, it reacts in the presence of charcoal and converts into sulfuryl chloride. Chlorine gets added in the molecule. We have seen the structure. So sulfur dioxide में दो electrons थे, two unpaired electrons, like there were two electrons which did not participate in bonding. So those two electrons combine with chlorine and it converts into sulfuryl chloride. Sulfuryl chloride with chlorine gas, it combines to form sulfuryl chloride, and with oxygen it gets oxidized to sulfur trioxide. So this reaction we had seen in the preparation of sulfuric acid also. Generally the catalyst V2O5 is used for the oxidation, and on heating it oxidizes to sulfur trioxide. So with non-metals like chlorine and oxygen, it forms corresponding, like the molecules get added up, right? Oxygen gets added up, it converts into sulfur trioxide. Chlorine gets added up and it converts into sulfuryl chloride. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर ये जो वेनेडियम पेंटॉक्साइड है ये कैटलिस्ट का रोल प्ले कर रहा है. जो चारकोल हम यूज कर रहे हैं दैट इज ऑल्सो प्लेइंग द रोल ऑफ अ कैटलिस्ट. And when moist, sulfur dioxide behaves as a reducing agent. Now, another important property of sulfur dioxide is its reducing property. Sulfur dioxide acts as a reducing agent. अच्छा, जो इसकी reducing property है that is only seen when it is moist. So this is another important point. See, sulfur dioxide में sulfur का oxidation state क्या है? +4. So it can move into higher state. अगर ये सल्फेट में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड में, तो वहां पर सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड में सल्फर का ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट है +6. ठीक है, and if it moves into a lower state like suppose sulfur or maybe sulfide, so there it shows 0. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली क्या हो रहा है, ये हायर स्टेट में भी एंटर कर सकता है and it can also move into the lower state. So it has both the tendencies. It may get oxidized. So if it gets oxidized, it will act as a reducing agent and it may get reduced. So if it is getting reduced, it will act as an oxidizing agent. Now because sulfur dioxide mein sulfur is present in the intermediate oxidation state, so it has both the tendencies, either to move into higher state or to move into lower state. So it can act as both. It acts as both oxidizing agent or reducing agent, depending upon किसका साथ वाला compound क्या use किया है. If the other compound is strongly oxidizing, then it may act as reducing agent. If the other compound is strongly reducing, then it may act as the vice versa. ठीक है, opposite. Now, its reducing character we will see. See, SO2 when it combines with water, it forms sulfurous acid, H2SO3. ठीक है, sulfur dioxide when it combines with water, it forms sulfurous acid. This sulfurous acid further combines with water and converts into sulfuric acid with the liberation of nascent hydrogens. ठीक है, पहले क्या हुआ, SO2 वाटर के साथ कंबाइन करके सल्फ्यूरस एसिड बना रहा है, फिर सल्फ्यूरस एसिड वाटर के साथ सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड बना रहा है और साथ में नेसेंट हाइड्रोजन्स. अब अगर हम नेट रिएक्शन लिखें, सो नेट रिएक्शन इज SO2 combines with water, finally converts into sulfuric acid and liberates nascent hydrogen. This hydrogen is responsible for the reducing property of sulfur dioxide. This hydrogen is responsible for the reducing nature of SO2. Now this hydrogen is only liberated when it is treated with water. तो dry SO2 reducing property नहीं show करेगा, ठीक है. Moist SO2 will show the reducing property. So it is very important to take water along with SO2. ठीक है, अब सपोज इसी में ही, सो दिस इज द नेट रिएक्शन. सो SO2 वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट करके सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड में ऑक्सीडाइज होगा और जो नेसेंट हाइड्रोजन है, ये नेसेंट हाइड्रोजन रिएक्ट करेंगे. सपोज हमने क्लोरीन को रिड्यूस करना है, सो दे विल रिएक्ट विद क्लोरीन, रिड्यूस क्लोरीन इनटू HCl. ठीक है, सो व्हाट विल बी द नेट रिएक्शन? These nascent hydrogens, they will react with chlorine, convert it into HCl. So the net reaction will be SO2 plus water plus chlorine gives H2SO4 plus HCl. So chlorine gets reduced to HCl and sulfur dioxide gets oxidized to sulfuric acid. ठीक है, तो सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड खुद किस में ऑक्सीडाइज हो रहा है, सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड में, और क्लोरीन किस में रिड्यूस हो रहा है, HCl. Similarly, ferric ions will get reduced to ferrous and permanganate gets reduced to Mn2 positive. So write down the reaction. Ferric plus SO2 plus water. Similarly, permanganate ions also react with SO2 and water. Now see, permanganate can only act as an oxidizing agent. ठीक है, तो जब ये ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट के साथ हम ट्रीट, दिस कैन ओनली एक्ट एज ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, सो देन सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड विल एक्ट एज अ रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. फेरिक कैन ओनली एक्ट एज अ ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट. फेरिक का रिडक्शन ही पॉसिबल है क्योंकि हायर स्टेट स्टेबल नहीं है, लोअर स्टेट ही स्टेबल है, तो ये रिड्यूस ही होगा. अब अगर ये रिड्यूस ही हो सकता है तो ये ऑक्सीडाइज होगा. ठीक है, सो इट विल एक्ट एज, बिकॉज सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड इज गेटिंग ऑक्सीडाइज्ड टू सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, सो इट एक्ट्स एज रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. So that is how we decide. अगर साथ वाला सिर्फ ऑक्सीडाइजिंग नेचर ही शो कर सकता है तो ये रिड्यूसिंग कैरेक्टर शो करेगा, राइट? एंड इफ द अदर कंपाउंड इज लाइक रिड्यूसिंग, then it will show oxidizing character. So these are reactions as reducing agent. ठीक है, तो आयनिक फॉर्म में रिएक्शन है, ferric reduces to ferrous and sulfur dioxide to sulfate ions and the side product H positive. Permanganate reduces to Mn2 positive because the reaction is in ionic form, so we will write it like this: sulfate, sulfur dioxide gets oxidized to sulfate and the side product, just to balance hydrogens we take H positive ions. So +3 state से ये +2 में enter कर रहा है. Reduction of iron is taking place from +7 state, it moves to +2 state. Reduction of manganese takes place and sulfur itself gets oxidized. Now it is a good bleaching agent. ठीक है, sulfur dioxide is a good bleaching agent and the bleaching property is basically because of its reduction nature. तो sulfur dioxide जो भी colored matter होता है, whatever the colored matter is, it converts that into colorless matter. So this property is called as bleaching. So it is used for bleaching as well. अब यहाँ पर ये जो bleaching करता है, the bleaching property is due to reduction. It provides the nascent hydrogens and reduces the colored matter into colorless. But bleaching by SO2 is temporary. Why? Because when the colorless matter comes in contact with oxygen or air, it converts back into colored matter. ठीक है, तो SO2 का एक important point क्या है, ये जो bleaching property show करता है reduction की वजह से करता है, because it provides nascent hydrogen and as I told you earlier, nascent hydrogens are only produced when water is present. So moist SO2 will show this bleaching property. तो colored matter reduce होके colorless में convert हो गया, लेकिन वही colorless matter जब air के contact में आएगा so it will get oxidized back into colored matter. So that means the bleaching by SO2 is temporary. समझ आ रहा है? Because air के contact में जैसे ही वो आएगा, it will get oxidized. The forward process was reduction and the backward is oxidation. So the colorless matter, the moment it comes in contact with air, it gets oxidized back into the colored matter. So that is why we say bleaching by SO2 is temporary. Right? Okay, now let's see 1,2 reactions with of its oxidizing property. It oxidizes H2S into sulfur. So as I told you, ऑक्सीडाइजिंग करेक्टर भी ये शो करता है. अब जैसे H2S है, H2S can only act as reducing agent because sulfide is present in the lowest possible state, so it can only act as reducing agent. Now if hydrogen sulfide can only act as reducing agent, then sulfur dioxide will act as an oxidizing agent. So there are few reactions where it also shows the oxidizing character, provided the other compound is strongly reducing. So it reduces hydrogen sulfide to sulfur and itself also gets, ये खुद किस में हाइड्रोजन सल्फाइड को सल्फर में ऑक्सीडाइज कर रहा है और खुद किस में रिड्यूस हो रहा है, खुद भी सल्फर में ही रिड्यूस हो रहा है. ठीक है. So for example, CO plus SO2. So oxidizes carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide and it itself reduces to sulfur. See, carbon monoxide gets oxidized to CO2 and sulfur dioxide gets reduced to sulfur. Now यहाँ पर sulfur का oxidation state +4 है, यहाँ 0 है. So it is itself getting reduced. So acting as an oxidizing agent. और जो सल्फाइड आयन है वो -2 से 0. Sulfide is getting oxidized to sulfur and sulfur dioxide is getting reduced to sulfur. Right? So these are some of the reactions where it shows its oxidizing property as well. So as I told you, it can act as both reducing and oxidizing agent. So that would depend कि साथ वाला compound strongly oxidizing है या reducing. If the other compound is strongly reducing, then it acts as an oxidizing agent. If the other compound is strongly oxidizing, then it acts as reducing agent. Right? So that completes the reactions of SO2. Now, what are the uses of sulfur dioxide? So as we have seen, it is used in the manufacture of sulfuric acid, then as a bleaching agent, and it is also used for removing chlorine. So SO2, chlorine from fabrics after bleaching it is used. So anti-chlor agent, because it is used for removing chlorine. Then as a refrigerant in the form of liquid SO2. Okay. Then one important property is as a disinfectant. It is used for killing germs, fungus and certain molds. So these are some of the important properties. As a bleaching agent, anti-chlor, in refining of petroleum and sugar. Liquid SO2 is used as a solvent also, to dissolve many organic and inorganic chemicals. Right? And as we have seen in the manufacture of sulfuric acid, SO2 is also used. Right? So these are some of the important uses of sulfur dioxide.